Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you thoughts of the day. I made that video and put it up and thought I'll give you time to look at it and then I'll come over and explain myself. I think sometimes it's fun to make fun of oneself, and I do that quite a bit. And since I am conspiratorial, I look into a lot of these claims, and I think it's the way they're worded that kind of sounds silly often. And let me just tell you what that video is all about. If you haven't seen the video called The Fake Sun and Vitamin D, something like that, I can't remember the name of a video I did like 5 minutes ago. Yet I can tell you what happened in 10th grade biology class on a Tuesday. It's really weird. Must be the Mandela effect. Okay, yeah, in that video, I mentioned this fake sun and chemtrails and all this jazz. Okay, here's why I was saying that. Because I've looked at a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not afraid. Remember, I was joking months ago, or however long I've been doing this, back in the 70s when I started this Lounging with Lisa. It seems that long ago. I look at conspiracy theories so you don't have to kind of deal. I don't mind it. A lot of them are, there's some truth to them, and especially like false flag operations and things like this. We've been over that. And how the word conspiracy theory came into play by way of the CIA and la-di-da-da-da. Okay. On YouTube, you can find just about anything. You know, the Trumps are all transvestites, or not transvestites, transgender. Is that the right word? You know, Donald was really a man. Everybody's flipped over to the different gender. I have no idea why this would be, but you can find it. And there are people totally convinced of it. There are people completely convinced that everything, absolutely everything evil in the world leads back to the evil Jews. And I went over that the other day. It goes too far is the point. So, okay, getting to the explanation of the fake sun and all. On several actually kind of good YouTube channels, I guess. I mean, a lot of these have a religious undertone, or not even an undertone, a blatant religiosity to it. And that, I don't know, I take a lot of that with a grain of salt, or a pound of salt. So there's this one person who shows some proof, I guess, of these plans. I guess Germany did this and we did it. It was Bausch and Lomb and NASA got together and they patented some sort of device. And the only thing I can think to call it is the fake sun. It has all these like solar things. I have my Gloobie in my hand. And it reflects off the actual sun. I'm not sure why they did this, why they needed to do it. But those who are so inclined to go along with, you know, to take it a step further or whatever, think that it was to give the appearance of the real sun while mysterious things are unfolding behind the scenes, okay? And there are videos and there are, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen these so-called chemtrails. I think it's actually called geoengineering or cloud seeding, or I forget the old-fashioned term. But that's really been admitted to. The government, so to speak, has admitted to doing this to change things, and it's not really that good. It's kind of bad. That's beside the point. The patterns of these are very weird. You know, you have like a checkerboard pattern, like a tic-tac-toe thing, and I've seen videos of people flying planes and making an X, and then making an X. Boy, I can't X. And then flying through, and then that all turns very cloudy and blocks things or what have you. Some people say it's to protect the planet in terms of global warming. Other people think it's for evil reasons. Other people think they're culling the herd, the elites, the 1%, the Illuminati, the hidden end. So these are the things that I have discovered. So, and there's some, you know, actual, I guess, scientists and people who've come out and talked about this, trying to make it rain in certain areas that haven't had rain. But, you know, they could use that for the other way too, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of different things out there. I'm sure you know that by now. So, oh, and then that Nibiru, Nibiru, Nibiru. I'm just going to call it Planet X. This goes back to those Sumerian texts. I don't think they called it the N word in that. They called it Planet X. And it's on an orbit, this long elliptical orbit. Is that what it's called? I don't know. it's every 3,600 years it comes around, and some people are claiming that this is literally happening now. It's on the way in, and that's why we're getting global warming and weird things happening with the earth. Earthquakes and volcanoes and things like that are on the rise, I guess. And that could be a reason for the warming of the globe and this, that, and the other thing. So, yeah, so I tied that all together because there is a train of thought, I guess, that says that they're trying to block this from us. Then I'm trying to think, I always try to think a little logically. I know that comes as a surprise with this video that I'm doing. But why would the government try to hide this? And I think I have a reason why. Is because people would freak out. If we realize that some people mark this as coming in at September 23rd. We're all going to die. The earth's going to explode. It's going to hit us and all this. Then there's the Christian segment that thinks this is like, the apocalyptic times and the end of the world. And it's all been prophesied in the Bible and all this jazz. So the thing is, logically thinking, the government maybe would want to hide that so that people didn't freak out. If I knew for sure the world was going to end in September, oh, good Lord, I would totally quit my job. I'd run up my credit card to whatever I can, $50,000 or whatever my limit. Who wouldn't go crazy? I don't think I'd murder anybody, though, or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? So, that could be a reason to keep it secret. I do not know, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. Unlike some of those that have absolute faith in God, faith in the Bible, they absolutely know for a fact that X, Y, and Z happened and that, Jesus is Messiah and all this stuff. I admit that I do not know that. I don't know it for sure, and really, neither do you. You have faith in it. I don't want to be offensive. You have faith in it, but you don't know for a fact. I don't even know for a fact that I'm sitting here. I don't know for a fact that my cat Zoe's over there. It could all be just some bizarre acid trip that I've been on since the early 90s when I used to do that every weekend in Houston. Oh my God, I've blown my cover. Yes, I used to do some drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Don't hold it against me. Yeah, so I guess that's all, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to have fun, make fun of myself, and then I thought, maybe I will explain to you exactly what I mean, because a lot of people, I don't think Richard in Texas would have a clue what I'm talking about with a fake sun. He's pretty, like Christopher Hitchens-ish. So, okay. Hats off to you, Richard. That's all. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. And remember, join me in dropping your political identity, focusing on issues, and erasing the fake left, right, liberal, conservative paradigm from your lives. It's all to keep us fighting. Let's join together. Let's make this world a better place. Love you.